Josh Darrow, Larry Bluestein.
Right here, baby.
Auto Nation Grid2 report here on SouthFloridaHighSchoolSports.com. This guy says that as soon as we release it, it's like a world premiere of a movie.
Love it.
That's what happens with the attention that's put on these videos that we release and the attention that we get.
You put things out, Josh, and you forget about them. But everybody hits them like you're one of those guys that will cast out in the water and just like lean back and let everything
wait for the fish to bite.
That's right.
I don't work. I don't work very hard. I let everyone else do the work for me.
You gotta watch all this progress going.
Speaking of work,
yes,
two guys that have done work this off season. Looking forward to seeing them back in pads for spring ball. Malik Henderson at Hallandale, Ronnie Hoggins over at Monarch. Two good defensive backs here in Broward County. Again, have used the offseason to uplift their performance and profile. This man's going to break them down. Let's start at Hallandale with Malik Henderson.
Malik Henderson from South Plant. This is a kid that started over that way and got his feet wet and did a pretty good job. I mean, you're around some good coaches over there and a good system, but sometimes the way it is, a lot of the kids like to gravitate towards those programs who are in the spotlight all the time. Maybe when Alex Collins left South, there wasn't a lot of
buzz.
Yeah, it wasn't. But Hallandale certainly can create your buzz. And during the off season, you ask Damian Jones. Obviously, he's got some tremendous talent. And when you talk about this young man, this is a guy that they just lost a big time football player in the secondary to LSU, and they need somebody of that nature to be able to step in and be able to do it. They have Leandri, who's done a great job. But here's a kid I think that has an opportunity from an athletic standpoint, from a learning and knowledge of the game standpoint. I think he's one of these guys that everyone is going to have to be leery about. You talk about putting on pads. I think he relishes that. The 7-on-7 game, I've watched him play in the 7-on-7. He gets there in a hurry. He's more of a physical type of player, and it doesn't really lend itself, to a 7-on-7.
Can't knock somebody's set off
no,
in 7-on-7.
But I think you're going to see in the spring and then throughout the summer when they get into the pads and go. And there's another thing, Hallandale's very, very active in those summer events. They go up to FAU every year. Joe and I had an opportunity to watch them a couple of times, and they'll get after it. So, and he's one of the kids that'll have a chance to get after it.
Right, and the other kid, Ronnie Hoggins, you think about Monarch, clearly, obviously, you think about Sean Burgess-Becker and Calvin Ridley, and they just committed to Alabama, and Michael Harris is the quarterback, and Elix Davis, and there's a bunch of kids that Calvin Davis has started to build that program around. But one person you should not forget about, his brother, put on a show a couple years back, now at Louisiana Lafayette. And this guy, he will step up to the plate. He will take on any wide receiver. He is willing to compete, and he's extremely talented, and that's Ronnie Hoggins.
Yeah, it's funny that you bring that up because here, a lot of people really never even heard about Monarch and even knew it. And that night when I told you, when his
35-33,
Darius was pretty much the entire offense. And
5 touchdowns.
Exactly. So, again, Monarch is born because of SouthFloridaHighSchoolSports.com, the notoriety anyway. Ronnie Hoggins is one of these guys. If you've never seen him play, it's a treat. It's a treat from the moment he gets off that bus and puts his headphones on and starts dancing to the game where he combines his dance moves with knocking you into the next row, because I call him the most physical cover corner that we have. And there's some good ones. Jeffrey Hill is certainly a great one. There's a lot of great ones, but because he's a lot bigger than these guys, he's got more range, his leaping ability, his speed, his recovery speed is crazy. This is a kid that everybody has problems against. Big guys, short guys, because what he does is when you do catch the ball, he reminds you that coming back over there is going to be a price to pay. And that's old school defensive back. I mean, I don't know if the dancing is, but everything else he does is. And he knows the way I feel about him because I appreciate tremendous football talent. Somebody just has a nose for the game. Sometimes I like somebody who could back up, and he does. He backs up his talk. But you know what? I personally think that it was his talking before the Deerfield Beach game and throughout the Deerfield Beach game that kept Monarch that close to a very good Deerfield Beach team. And certainly a guy like that can make the difference, and he will at the next level.
All right, there we go. Ronnie Hoggins and Malik Henderson. Malik Henderson goes to Hallandale, Ronnie Hoggins at Monarch. For Larry Bluestein, I'm Josh Darrow. Another edition of the Auto Nation Grid2 report here on SouthFloridaHighSchoolSports.com.